In file. What I should write in the in file? Or cards. In the previous example, I have written the data line, so this time you will write the cards. Okay? Semicolon. Then input. Patient ID. I want to have it as a patient ID, PT ID. Then I want to have a drug. Then I want to have a dose units. Then I want to have dose frequency. I'm keeping a semicolon. Then what should I write now? Data lines. Find card saying that what we should write here? Cards, semicolon. And finally, what we should after the data? Run semicolon. That's it. Okay. Do you want me to keep the dollar symbol? Tell me, if I'm not writing the dollar symbol, so what will happen? You will get the data in the patient ID. You will get the data in dose, but you will not get the data in the drug, dose units, and you will get the dose. You won't get the dose frequency. You will get only patient ID and put the numerical data. Only patient ID in the dose. See, if I select the program, execute the program, I will have a medicine data set. But in the medicine, I'm getting data in only two variables. But what should I do if you want to get in the remaining variables also? We should write the dollar symbol. So drug space dollar symbol. Again, where we should write? Dose units dollar symbol. Then dose frequency dollar symbol. Now I'm selecting this program, executing the program. Yes, we have a medicine data set. Now can you see we have data in all the five variables and total we have five variables and four observations. Understand this one? This is how we will get the data. Now, I want to create a data set called celebs. I want to create a data set called celebs. In that, I want to have ID, name, country, profession. Yeah, profession. Tell me how you will let the program. Data, celebs, semicolon, in file, data lines or parts. I'm going with the data lines, semicolon, input, ID, name, dollar symbol, country, dollar symbol, profession, dollar symbol, semicolon, data lines, semicolon, run semicolon. So select the program, execute the program. I will have a data set called celebs, and here we have the data, four variables and six observations. You know what you should do? Because of the time issues in class, I may give one or two examples, but when you're practicing, you should practice multiple examples. Only practice important. This is not a rocket science that you may not understand. Everything, whatever I say in the class, you'll understand each and every point. But all you need to do, you have to practice it. By practicing only, you get it. There is no big secret here. నేను ఏం చెప్తాను క్లాస్లో ప్రతిదీ మీకు అర్థమైపోతుంది. But you should practice again and again. Okay? I will create one final data set, okay? Then we'll go with another example. Now I want to create a data set called my favorite dishes. So dish number 101, I like dal fry very much. Is it a veg or non-veg? Veg. 102, I like chocolate. Is it a veg or non-veg? Non-veg? Okay. So it is a non-veg. 103, I like egg. Veg or non-veg? Non-veg? Sure. Okay. Non-veg. 104, I like rasam very much. Is it a veg or non-veg? Veg. 105, I like nuggets very much, chicken nuggets very much. It is in a non-veg. 106, I like fish fry. It is in a non-veg. I like ice cream. Is it a veg or non-veg? Veg only. Chocolate veg or non-veg? Veg or non-veg? Okay, data. I want to have a data set name called my favorite dishes. Okay. Now what I should do? Semicolon. In file. Data lines. Semicolon. Input. ID. Dish. Character variable dollar symbol. Category dollar symbol. And keep a semicolon. Data lines. And finally, semicolon. I'm selecting the program. I will execute the program. Now I will have a data set called my favorite dishes, and I have 3 variables and I have 7 observations. So could you able to understand what I'm saying? Next 6 months we are going to travel together at least 1 hour. We are going to be in Big Boss. Every day 1 hour. You have to be with me. So what and all I'm going to say you should understand. Otherwise you will not understand it. It's going to be waste of your time, my time, your money, your efforts. Everything is going to be get wasted. You should not be like that one. You should enjoy the process of learning. Yes, of course, our goal is job, but what and all you are doing meanwhile to get the job, you should enjoy the process. If you enjoy that one, you won't feel difficult. If you don't feel difficult, you will do more and more practice. Okay, you don't feel it as a pain. Okay, and you should enjoy the process. If you have anything you want, you can. If you want, you can say to me. Okay, if you don't understand anything, you have any difficulties and queries, let me know. Now, we know now so far 3 ways how to create a data set. The first one is text file. The second one is from existing data set. Third one is in stream data. Now I will show you how to create a data set from Excel sheet. Sometimes in the real time, not sometimes, very common in the real time, you will get the data in Excel sheets. How to create a data set if the data is present in an Excel sheet. Have you ever seen any Excel sheet? Excel sheet is not like a text file. Excel sheet is very organized. We are going to have predefined columns and rows. We always enter the data in those columns and rows. Now, what we should do? What is the program we should write to create a data set when we have Excel sheet data? Now, I'm going on to my desktop. On my desktop, again, I have SAS folder. In the SAS folder, I have SAS data folder. In that, I have one more folder called Excel. In the Excel folder, I have few Excel sheets. And one of the Excel sheet we have cars. Can you see this, sir? It's going to be a little bit difficult. By tomorrow, they are going to arrange one more projector so that they can see properly. This is a cars Excel sheet. And we have data in this Excel sheet. ఎక్సెల్ షీట్ ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ కాలమ్స్ ఉంటాయండి అండ్ ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ రోస్ ఉంటాయి. రికార్డ్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఆర్గనైజ్డ్. Okay, now we always enter the data in those columns and rows. Now I want to get this data from this cars Excel sheet into the SAS. Now how to write a program? The program is going to be a little bit different from the previous program and try to understand it. Now whenever we want to get the data from Excel sheet, we always write the program by using a keyword called proc. I told you what you mean by proc? Procedure. In the real time, each procedure is going to have a name. ఒక్కొక్క procedure కి ఒక్కొక్క name ఉంటుందండి. What I'm doing here, I'm importing the data from Excel sheet into SAS, and this procedure name is called import. We call it as a proc import. What do you mean by importing? Getting the data from outside into SAS. SAS లోపలికి డేటాను ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం కాబట్టి ఈ ప్రొసీజర్ ఏమంటాం మనం proc import. Proc space import, and then you should give at least again one more space. Now we should write data file is equal to where we have the data. Where we have the data? Data is present on my desktop in a folder. Again, I have one more folder in that. In that, what is that Excel file we have? Remember, the Excel file name is cars. In this cars, we have the data. Now we should write the location or path of this file. Remember how to get the location? Tell me how to get the location. Right click, properties, copy the location. Now I'm copying the location. Click Ctrl plus C, go to the program and paste the path. But we have path up to in which folder we have? In the Excel folder, but what is the file name in that folder? Cars. Now what I should do? You should give a one backward slash. You should write the file name. What the file name? But what it is cars? It is an Excel sheet. Now we should write the extension. Now what is the extension for Excel sheet? Can you see here what we have? Unfortunately, that is not so clear. It is .xls. What is that? .xls. If you are using an MS Office version before 2003, the extension for Excel sheet is .xls. But if you are using advanced than the 2003 version, then it will be XLSX. But my version is 2003, before the 97 2003 version. That's why, can you see what is the extension I'm having here? .xls. So you should write the same here, .xls. Now this is the complete path of cars Excel sheet, and I told you whenever writing a path, you should always write within the inverted quotations. So if you keep double inverted quotations at one end, and the other end also, you should write the double inverted quotations. Now here you should write the double inverted quotations. Understand this one? Now I'm not keeping semicolon, I'm writing within the same statement again. I'm giving at least one space. Then you should write out is equal to what is the data set name you want to have in SAS. Table name or data set name. I want to have my data set name as cars only. So Excel sheet name is cars.xls. What is the data set I want to have now? Cars. The cars and create where this cars will be created in the work library. Okay, in SAS. Now you should give at least one more space now. Now we should write DBMS is equal to, which means database management system is equal to, whatever the extension that we have, that is going to be the DBMS. What is the extension that we have? XLS. Now here also you should write only XLS. You don't need to write the dot symbol, only XLS. Now this is the end of the statement. How to say end of the statement? Semicolon. Now this is the end of the program. How to say end of the program? Run. Now tell me, how many statements we have in this program? Only 2 statements. How many semicolons we have? 2 semicolons. So 2 statements. Okay, from here until I have a semicolon, this entire thing is only one statement. I have a semicolon here, this is one statement. And now run is the second statement. Okay, now I'm selecting this program. I'm executing this program. As soon as I execute the program, now can you see we have cars data set. Do you have any doubt, any question in this? You should have a question. You know, when you are creating a data set from text file, along with the path, what we have given, we only have given the variable names. Can you see this one here? But when you're importing an Excel sheet, you no need to write variable names at all. You don't need to do that one. SAS can automatically will get the variable names. From where it will get, SAS is very intelligent. You know, I will open that cars Excel sheet again one more time. When you're importing an Excel sheet, by default, you know what SAS will do? Whatever the information that we have in the first row of Excel sheet, those things will come as a variable names. You don't need to tell the variable names. What we have in the first row, can you see here? Here we have a make. Make will become a first variable. And what the second variable will be? Model. The third variable will be type, origin, drivetrain, MSRP, invoice, engine size, cylinders. So the first row of Excel sheet will come as a variable names. Now from the second row onwards, it will come as a data. Understand this one? From the second row onwards, it will come as a data. So the first row will go as a variable name. So when you're importing an Excel sheet, you no need to worry about the variable names. SAS can take care of itself and it will get the variable names automatically. Now see, if I open the cars data set, now can you see what are the variable names I have first? I have make. ఎక్కడుందంటే make Excel sheet లో first row లో first column లో ఉంది. Model ఎక్కడుందంటే if the model is a variable name, in the first row second column we have a model. Those things automatically will get as a variable names. So you no need to write a variable name. So you no need to write a dollar symbol. Automatically SAS can understand which one is a character, which one is a numerical. You will get it automatically. Understand this one? Now you only tell me in the same folder I have an Excel sheet called Africa. Now I want to create a new data set called Africa 1 in SAS. Tell me what is the program that you will write. Tell me what the program you write. Proc space import. Then you should write data file is equal to path of that Excel sheet. We know how to get the path, right? Go to that folder file, give a right click, go to properties, copy the location. Now I'm copying the location. Now go to the program and paste the location. Then what we should do? Backward slash file name. What is the file name? Africa. We should write the file name Africa. And what is this file? Is an Excel sheet. So dot Excel is very good. But this is the path. How we should do the path? Within the inverted quotations. Now do we need to keep it in semicolon? No. Then we should write out is equal to. I want to have it as an A, Africa 1. Then what we should write? DBMS is equal to. What I should write? XLS. Now, semicolon, run, semicolon. Now select the program, execute the program in a minute. Now we are going to have Africa 1 dataset. Here we have Africa 1 dataset, which has got 8 variables. 52,000 we have, 52,824 observations. So can you see? Here we have observation number 52,000. So this is how we import an Excel sheet. నేను క్లాస్లో 1 2 చేస్తాను ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు రియల్ టైంలో అనుకోండి మీరు ఏం చేయాలి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక 20 30 ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారనుకోండి యూ విల్ గెట్ ఇట్ ఆటోమేటిక్ ఐ విల్ గివ్ ద డేటా యూ షుడ్ రైట్ ద ప్రోగ్రామ్ టు ఇంపోర్ట్ ఆల్ ద ఎక్సెల్ షీట్స్ క్లియర్ ఎవ్రీబడి which one access data, yeah, I told you for data access, what step we write? But that is not a strict rule. Sometimes for the data access, we'll write the proc step. And for analysis and reporting also, sometimes we'll write a data step. But majorly, for the data access and management, we use a data step. For analysis and reporting, we use proc step. But that is not a strict rule. Vice versa, we can sometimes go with either way. Okay? So, yeah, for the Excel sheets and CSV files, we are going to have engine. the engine name is, so the engine name is XLS or CSV. So to specify the engine name, we should write a DBMS. Okay? And that's why we are writing DBMS is equal to the engine name. The engine name for Excel sheets is XLS. Okay, in the real time, just like in Excel sheets, we are going to have CSV files. Excel sheets ఎలా ఉంటాయో అలాగే CSV files కూడా ఉంటాయి. By the way, CSV means comma separated values file. Comma separated values file. That's why this is called CSV file. It is very common in the real time. Sometimes you will get the data in CSVs. Now I'll show you a CSV file. Again, on my desktop, I have a SAS folder. In that, I have a SAS data folder. In that, I have one more folder called CSV. In the CSV folder, I have few CSV files, and one of the CSV file I have heart. I'm trying to open the CSV file. How we have this CSV file? This is also just like an Excel sheet. Because when you open the CSV file, it opens in Excel files. When I double click on this one, it is getting opened in Excel sheets. But you can also open the same CSV file in Notepad. అదే CSV file ని మీరు Notepad లో కూడా ఓపెన్ చేయొచ్చు. How to open that one? Right click, open with. This time I'm going with Notepad. If I open in Notepad, can you see now the values are opening in the Notepad? But can you see what we have between the values? Comma. That's why this is called comma separated values file. So we can open a CSV file either in Excel sheet or Notepad. Very common in the real time, we get the data in CSV files. When we have a data in a CSV file, then how to import that? Very simple. What we have in the Excel sheet, in the same way, we will write for CSV. Okay? Now we'll see how to write a program for CSV file. Now my requirement is I want to import this hot CSV file. Now I'm going to write the program. Very simple. Tell me what we have written for Excel sheet. In the same way, I'm going to write it. Proc import data file is equal to, we should give the path of the CSV file. Once you have written the path, given the inverted quotation is going to be easy. That's why always I will try to put quotations first, because you don't forget now. Now I will go to the folder. Now which file I want to import? Heart. Give a right click. Go to properties. We should copy the location. By the way, can you see what we have here? Type of file Microsoft Excel, comma separated values file. That's why this is called CSV. Now I'm going to copy the location first. Here we have the location. I'm going to copy the location. Control plus C. Go to the program. Paste the path within the inverted quotations. We have location up to what point we have the location? We have the location up to the folder. In the CSV folder, what is the name of the file? So backward slash, what I should write? But what is this file? CSV. Now what is the extension for CSV file? Can you see what we have here? CSV. Excel sheet get the extension .xls. In the same way, for CSV file, the extension is .csv. Now, in the same statement, what we should write now? Out is equal to data set name. I want to have it as a name. Then what we should write now? Then DBMS is equal to the same thing we should write CSV. Now, end of the statement semicolon, end of the program, run semicolon. Now I'm selecting these two lines. I'm executing these two lines. Now as soon as executed, now can you see I have hot data set in the one. This data set has got 16 variables. We have 5,209 observations. This is how we import CSV files. Just like an Excel sheet only, the extension and DBMS is going to get changed. Now, tell me this time, I have a CSV file called failure. I want to import this failure as a failure one dataset. Tell me the code, how we do it. Proc import data file is equal to inverted quotations. Go to the location, right click, properties, copy the location, go to the program, paste the location within the quotations, backward slash, failure dot CSV semicolon semicolon no semicolon. Okay, then out is equal to failure one, DBMS is equal to CSV semicolon. Select this one, two lines, executed. Now I have failure one data set. Clear this one? One last time. Here I have a gas data set. I want to import that one. Tell me, when importing, how we are getting the path? Tell me program. Proc import data file is equal to how we are import, how we are writing the path. First, ఏం చేస్తారండి ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ you will go to the location, right click, properties, you are copying the path and you are pasting the path there. Then what you are doing, you are keeping a backward slash, then file name dot csv, right, within the so many steps, very confusing, sometimes, like, there is a chance of writing an error, but we have a shortcut for this one. We have a shortcut. Now I will tell you how to get the shortcut. Now, first of all, you should understand for which file you want to get the path. For which file I want to get the path? Gas. Now, first you need to select that one, activate that one. Then hold the shift button. Understand? Hold shift button and give the right click. Shift button hold, you say right click one. When you hold the shift button and the right click, now we have a window like this one. In that, we are going to have an option called copy as path. Do you have anywhere copy as path? Here we have copy as path. Click on that one, copy as path. Now you know what will happen? It will copy entire path along with the quotations. Okay. Now see, I will go to the program. I'm going to give a control plus V. Now చూడండి, control plus V ఇస్తే ఏమొచ్చిందో చూడండి. What we have got? We got the entire path along with quotations. Understand this one? Now tell me how to get one more time. Go to the file folder. First, then you should activate that one like this one. What we should do later? Hold the shift button, give a right click. Shift right click, click on copy as path, go to the program and paste the path. Control plus V. You will get along with that entire double quotations. Now then what we should write now? Out is equal to, I want to have a gas only. DBMS is equal to CSV semicolon. This shortcut not only for CSV file, for any file. Text file, PDF, Excel sheet, Word document, whatever the file it might be, you can use the shortcut. Okay? Now I select the program, execute it. Now can you say, I have the gas lines. Understand this one? And this is how we import Excel sheets and how we import CSV files. Now we know 5 methods how to create a data set. One is from the text file, second one is from existing data set, third one is from in-stream data, fourth one is from Excel sheet, and the fifth one is from CSV file. Clear, everybody? Now tell me, you guys have any doubts? Then you guys have any suggestions, doubts, clarifications you want to have? Then tell me, how did you find the SAS program? So far, is it easy? Feeling difficult? You know, when you start practicing, initially you get so many errors. Too many errors you will get it. But because most of you are like first time for the programming, definitely you will get errors. మీరు సెమీకోన్ పెట్టకపోయిన ఎర్ర వస్తుంది, స్పెల్లింగ్ మిస్టేక్ రాసిన ఎర్ర వస్తుంటుంది, ప్రాపర్గా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయకపోయిన ఎర్ర వస్తుంటుంది. బట్ when you keep on practicing, that the number of errors is going to get minimized day by day. Okay, errors వచ్చింది ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ స్టాప్ చేయకూడదు. We should practice continuously. I will tell you when we should start practicing. I will take a lab class. In the classroom, I will tell you how to practice it. Once we have done that practicing class, then you can start practicing it. Okay, I will tell you when we should practice. Still, we are in the demo classes. Once you have completed the demo practice,